want to use the speaker, it'd be even louder. It'd have a strong sound. That smoking Takao game was good.
system dominated by childless sociopaths. They're invested in all caps nothing because they're not invested in the country's children. And he actually also sent another email that read, our country is basically run by childless Democrats who are miserable in their own lives and want to make the rest of the country miserable too. What I want to know is why have we turned our country over to people who don't have a direct stake in us?
I mean, that is, it's black and white, right? It was black and white. He's actually going to fundraise something now, which is pretty stunning. So that shows, and by the way, it's not that anyone thought there wasn't a mystery because he's doubled down and owned it, but he said fundraised off it. But then he also had podcasts, right? Can you talk about there?
Yes, well, he went on a podcast where they were promoting the people probably running the Hillbilly Elegy was made to be around November, December of 2020, and he went on a podcast to promote it. And listen to these comments that he made on that podcast.
Just these basic cadences of life that I think are really powerful and really valuable to have kids in your life. And the fact that so many people, especially in America's leadership class, just don't have that in their lives. You know, I wonder if it's even more sociopathic and ultimately the whole country a little bit less, a less mentally stable. Of course, there's a lot going on Twitter. All I'll make is if you go on Twitter, and almost always the people who are most deranged and most psychotic are people who don't have kids.
And we can't extend the narrative about those comments as he's sort of defending them and like people have seen it by saying he was just taking aim at Democratic leaders, but those comments on that podcast were clearly a little bit more broad and sort of targeting childless people.
They certainly were sociopathic, less mentally stable. So what's the response from the Vance campaign to this?
So we reached out to the Vance campaign and asked them how are you squaring these comments and controversy around it. And I'll read you what they told us. They told us in a statement, Senator Vance has clearly stated that he was talking about politicians on the left support policies that explicitly hate the child and hate the family, they can obsess over all they want, but he's not going to back down when it comes to advocating for policy that protect parental rights and encourage people to have more kids.
All right, Andrew, thank you. And you're staying with us. Eric, okay, let me just ask you this and think back to this. Someone who's supporting Trump and someone who's childless or having children status should not be relevant to these conversations. Does Vance, what do you think about this? Is Vance a problem for this ticket?
Well, look, I'm from the Reagan wing of the party. I'm a believer in the best foreign policies. I think J.D. Vance is an isolationist. He's a populist. I'm not. It might have been my choice. Scott, Nikki Haley, Bill Haggerty, Tom Cotton, the whole list that I would have picked before. Senator Vance. But
extra sauce was better, huh?
It's all about food. The vice president never really mattered. Last time it mattered was OBJ, Democratic Texas JFK. I think that would be the case here. J.D. Vance had a very specific role in some of the Wisconsin swing states.
Well, Ohio wasn't really.
One by 23 points to 22, Vance won by.
This is true. I've said it myself that it doesn't matter, except for the fact that we have seen Donald Trump have to defend his statements over and over. And there's one place that Donald Trump does not like to be, is where the spotlight is on a problematic running mate, and not maybe the comments that he himself is making. He likes to have the attention on the stuff that he wants to keep the attention on. Instead, he's having to defend J.D. Vance's comments.
I agree with that, but also, remember, Kamala Harris.
How he does this? Oh, he stares.
And then, of course, she has said publicly that she thinks America is a systemically racist country. I reject that. I don't agree with it at all.
So that's what we calls and emails. I mean, we could play this all day.
Exactly, that's my point. But wanting to focus on J.D. Vance because he's one person in the world that says nothing. Kamala Harris, running for president, has said some pretty
Okay, but I would say actually one thing we know about Donald Trump.
It's the NFL.
More, it's more.
Okay, and we're talking about Donald Trump. You're absolutely right. You're absolutely right. The one thing you asked me that I said that it's J.D. Vance is doing nothing but harming not just himself, but harming his ticket. CNN had a poll coming out of the division that he's at a -6% and net negative 6% favorability. You know, I was turned on Fox News last night, which I hardly ever do, and there was segment after segment after segment after segment about David Vance and these cat lady comments. You know, so the reality is that, you know, he's doing nothing but harm. And Democrats have to characterize him and choose him up as a MAGA Mr. Donald Trump. As someone who's doubled down on the integrity of the women, this is the year of women. You can see right now in the Twitter poll from the Harris campaign that she's up among women by 21 points from Donald Trump. And that's a problem for them. There's now whispers within the Republican Party that women liturgy is actually having the opposite effect that they wanted on the side. So let me just add this to what I found interesting is now it's only working to sign up for this is what it's doing. It's an organizing group on Facebook that's called Cat Ladies for Kamala Harris. So this is all, you know, the Democrats are just sitting back, you know, watching this thing, sipping the tea as it sort of unravels for the Republicans. It's just been a total disaster. All right, there's been a lot of talk about it, and I know I can talk.
Wow. He quit that fast.
Mark my words.
He already gave up.
Vice presidential pick Fox 1972 when George McGovern chose Thomas Eagleton as his VP pick. He got replaced. I don't think Vance is going to get replaced, but that's what we're talking about. But in no planet did I ever think we'd be talking about VP nominees this late into the cycle after we picked about 10 days.
Sorry.
You know, I think that J.D. Vance is kind of the Sarah Palin of Dan Club. And so that's what you're seeing right now. You're seeing somebody who's flailing and attempting to find his footing, is having a great deal of difficulty due to their lack of experience. One of the other things that's kind of throwing this whole game off is that the Republicans have had a great deal of time to deal with the concern of whether or not Joe Biden is going to be replaced on the ticket. And still, yet, they have not been able to formulate a game plan. I mean, just...
You can wear my little water bottles in the door.
Her name correctly. And there are a lot of people who are watching who, her name is Kama Luck, right? It's quite simple. But there are a lot of people who are watching every time her name is mispronounced. It's a streak. It's a shriek in your ear because there are a lot of people who are mixed race or have a funny name or who are foreign or whatever it may be, who have a different name, who hear that, who are wondering why that is such a tagline. And so Republicans are throwing everything against the wall. They're using the race card. You hear her call it DEI hire. You hear all of these different things, and nothing is sticking right now because she has found her stride. And that fundamentally is one of the problems that Republicans are having.
All right, Paul, on the pause there. Thank you very much. As the Vice President Kamala Harris is winning back voters, as we see in poll after poll, that Biden lost in a crucial battleground state. A special Voters Out Front series is right after this on the ground. Plus, breaking news on a Democratic National Convention.
Put him on the couch. Mom said leave him there. I said he gonna kill you.
You should tie some fishing
I was
wire.
turning his head on her chair. I was like,
You should tie some fishing wire to it and pull it in this room.
I'll put it on the couch. I said I will leave him there. You can talk to him. You don't get up. What if he really got up? That'd be funny. If he really got up for real. Wouldn't it be funny if he really got up?
It's time to feed the dogs real food, not highly processed pellets. The farmer's dog
I might not be able to eat all this.
wheat and veggies. It's not dry.
There's still a lot.
Last night I made myself sick.
There's still a lot. I guess we're eating it tomorrow again.
I'm not holding the laptop.
I guess tomorrow I'll eat it again. There's a lot still. That's why I made it, because I knew it would last us a couple days. That's where I buy all the meals for, so it's gonna have to last us. Just eat it again. Oh, come on with this bullshit. I hate when they do it.
don't think I can, honey.
Because noodles fill you up. Yeah.
You don't want to go?
Where's my chicken strips?
Huh?
From Cane's. Where you gonna give it to me?
Yeah,
coleslaw, and fries,
the line
and a
was
drink.
still long when I came out.
I wonder how much that meal is.
Alright, I can't. You can just, I don't know, put this in the bowl and I can't. Can you put it away? Because I don't want it to spill on the floor. In the shower.
I could hear it going. I was like, someone was next to me, and I was like, I can't. The sound was too loud. It was dropping with the water. She was like, oh, this hot water is so good. I was like, yeah. And I'm pissed, and I'm like, yeah, it is hot in here. Like, I had a fucking pee. I've been had a horrible pee. But yeah, it's really warm in
by
here.
Myself.
I'll be for your lunch tomorrow.
Can you cover it or yeah, cover it or put it in the bowl?
All the experts? You should hear what we want to with this summer. Free installation ends Wednesday. Call now. I'm Derek Van Dam inside the Paris Olympic Village, and this is CNN.
Breaking news, Vice President Harris is making her case to Georgia voters, taunting President Trump for pulling out of their planned debate. Tell the former president if you have something to say.
EA Sports coverage of the NFL brings us to the heart of Texas and the very heart of DCT Stadium in Arlington. It should prove to be a good one as it is in Miami
For charity team, the weight of the presidential race is suddenly a bit heavier.
It's not just, man, we have an opportunity to make history. It's also, oh my gosh, what happened to you guys?
A recap when Harris clinched the Democratic nomination.
Finally, fight! We win!
The whirlwind excitement coursing the party is giving way to the urgent work of building a Harris coalition. After a year of trying to shore up President Biden's straying point.
Especially in the energy that we didn't have. That absolutely is generating interest. But we're not interested in a Trump race, but now I'm definitely interested now that we have the vice president.
Here in Arlington, facing Biden's national stage.
Now we have physical board. Inside this historic church.
Did you drink all those flavored waters?
I didn't drink them yet.
Huh?
I didn't drink them yet.
Man, I got it. I hate DLP. Pepperonis. Stop! I want to fall.
tensions, emotions around the Middle East.
Signs of frustration. Israel's war in Gaza are clear.
There was either fear or excitement, and
Michigan will be a critical laboratory for how that terrorist coalition takes shape.
Can I try some chips?
What chips?
I don't know, one to buy.
Which ones?
I don't know.
Which ones? You don't even know what the heck.
Michigan
Huh?
always show the path to
Which ones?
question is that Biden blew all in November, the comparison.
I share my barbecue ones with you.
All right, thank you very much, Jeff Zalmy, on the ground there.
I share everything with you.
Right now, this is actually about what happened in the convention. Because the Vice President Vice President Kamala Harris, but now, what was that are much different here, with Biden having been forced aside by members of his convention.
You can have my jalapeno chips. You can have my jalapeno chips. There's pretzels in here.
Here's a script.
Tonight on 360, Vice President Harris campaign to Atlanta 2016 Joe Biden and Democrat House. Also tonight, John Biden will be contender for the running mate of the Super Governor. This started the plan to the end of the other side. Later, we'll be asking Chief Judge Almeida some bills that he's going to run down the hill and somehow consequence of that day, they followed a journey toward a series of battlefield states. Meantime, in her race to define herself, maybe ever selfish, she has Atlanta gained an aggressive criticism from reporters.
Trump is so fucking stupid. He said that Kamala doesn't like Jewish people. Her husband is Jewish.
Saying that you said to the crowd, to the Christians, that they won't have to vote in the future.
Let me say that you had a tremendous reaction.
What you're saying, though, you're not saying it's being interpreted as you are not correct here. No, the left says, well, we're going to have another election. So can you even just respond?
I said Christians, I started off by saying, just so you understand, you never know. Christians do not vote black. You have to vote in November 8th. After that, you do not think about voting for a lot of people. Just like the country will be fixed, and you never need to go there because that way you will have sense left. If you don't want to vote in November,
That is not what you said. You fucking lied.
He did. Also says it's about Jamie Vance made about people, about children, or some so-called Catholics. You'll recall he said he was taken out of context. Well, there's more context about what they do about Catholic policy. We're speaking about the people of the danger to Americans. We don't have to
Don't ask questions. Consider all of the next steps. That's why it shows you one thing.
I've also covered fundraising along the line in August 2021 for childless safety classes. So I encourage you to go out and talk to your family about childless safety. In a few minutes, I'll talk about the steps to get
Listen, that's really what stuck out to me, how she talked about the rules. It's nicely made clear that she is not going to allow herself to be punished if she has a legitimate question. She is going to speak about this, not being in a party, and she will no longer accept for squashing nonpartisan immigration enforcement. What did the What would have happened on that one? She said that if she's elected president, that she would sign that bill into law. Yes, the bill is part of the issue in the actual matter here. So she's going to sign the bill. It's the contrary means. She also kneeled the former president for seeming to back out of the movement, telling the crowd that if he has something to say, that he should say it to her face. And so it's clear that this is just a very different campaign. We have thousands of people waiting to get in here, sometimes in the rain and blistering heat. There is so much energy and enthusiasm. And she can make this argument, again, she talked in a very commanding way. So that is why Democrats, ultimately, so many of them, wanted to see her at the top of the ticket going up against Trump.
That's our last one now on the presidency. In light of the remarks that has been in the couple of months and is running into Vance got childless and elegance, which he claims to be in prison. So Vance is on the campaign trail today. We're going to ask President Harris what he can say.
He's blaming her for everything. Inflation,
76 yards.
in America, so yeah,
And what else, they're talking about his campaign stuff, I mean, does he reference this whole childless, campaign or childless Democrats?
No, he hasn't talked about this at all, except for being interviewed for the movement and how he's trying to clean up these remarks and say it's about family. We also heard Donald Trump trying to defend J.D. Vance in the interview, saying loves his family, he loves his children. And we actually know from the places right now that Donald Trump is sticking with J.D. Vance, that he has enough ticket, and that he is not looking to replace him at this moment with anyone else, despite what you might be hearing from outside allies. When it comes to what else J.D. Vance is saying on the campaign trail, it is almost singularly focused on Kamala Harris, because they are still in this race to define Kamala Harris. They want to paint her in a negative light. You kind of just believe that voters don't want to know about her. But they're using her to take the top, and Harris herself, she might not have the
national political report asked honed in also some of the Ash and Lennon wrote who's on the bottom of the House advisor and Republican strategist she had to see about that. And then you get Donald Trump on this radio program about the vice president's husband, the radio host brought it up, and particularly Trump says the Jewish person
Another quitter. He's just stalling. He's standing there. Yeah, you're gonna quit.
He's trying very hard, and I can tell you that the Harris campaign released a statement because he wasn't just talking about the idea that Democrats should vote for Kamala Harris, which he also liked as well. He denigrated the second gender, as he played at the beginning of the show, along with Clearly Lezai, the host of that radio show. The Harris campaign said Donald Trump thinks he can score points with Jewish voters
by denigrating them, he is wrong. And that really is kind of the key here.
By the way, of course, his husband was a Jewish and was out front leading the administration's efforts to combat anti-Semitism.
Correct. Which leads me to an important point here, which is it is a historic trope, anti-Semitic trope.
Sometime I want to go to that sushi buffet. I miss going there with you.
Have to choose between their religion and the country in which they live. The suggestion being that they don't choose the country in which they live because their allegiance is to the religion and maybe even to Israel. Whether he knows that this is where he is working and what he is talking about, unclear, but certainly it has been pointed out in many, many forums that this kind of talk is based in millennia-long anti-Semitism.
I want to play another clip of J.D. Vance recently surfaced thread about people without children.
I worry that it makes people more sociopathic and ultimately the whole country a little bit less, a less mentally stable. Of course, it's not going on Twitter. All it's going on both is if you go on Twitter, and almost always the people who are most deranged and most psychotic are people who don't have kids at home.
I mean, it is remarkable, all these things that come out. Clearly, I don't know if it's anything they knew about some of these comments in advance, but more and more of them keep coming out.
Yeah, you ask the questions if they do a kind of study that, but the real answer is this is the reason the Tucker Carlsons of the world are pushing J.D. Vance. He has been kind of in this MAGA masculinity ecosystem for a long time, and that's part of the reason he's gained a bunch of fans around here. I think Republicans have a problem on their hands because for a long time, his world has kind of existed in its own silo. And so a lot of Republican electors have been very on these programs and talking about people in this crass and derogatory way. We just simply have to travel outside of it. I think this is going to be interesting because J.D. Vance has a long history of kind of making the childless cat lady his enemy. And I don't think that that's something that obviously goes to tank, but this is a choice that wasn't meant to go to tank. The reason that people are asking the question of was Donald Trump smart to pick J.D. Vance is because it was a doubling down on that MAGA ideology. He wasn't trying to expand out. He was really trying to further kind of where he is. And now you're seeing a different candidate on the Democratic side. The ceiling, the electoral ceiling that Donald Trump had, he didn't see fit to have with J.D. Vance, is now looking a little easier for Democrats to catch now that they switched from Biden to Harris.
Mayor Biden's, I mean, you should have watched your Vice President Harris at that rally tonight because clearly she seems to be enjoying. I mean, she seemed more comfortable than I would.
EA Sports coverage of the NFL brings us to the heart of Texas. Very, very important. TST's Arlington. Coming up, we're going to look at one of the forces in this matchup.
There's also the energy from the crowd, which is clearly different than what we saw for President Biden. The message she's delivering tonight is virtually entirely it's actually coming inside the Capitol. All these other derogatory terms.
I had an opportunity to greet the vice president before she came on stage today, and the first thing I said to her is, "You are on fire." And she absolutely is. But this is the Kamala Harris that so many of us have known for a very long time. We've seen this Kamala Harris campaign before in previous races. I saw her campaign when she was running for senator, and she is a very confident woman.
The sushi buffet.
Now has an opportunity to show the nation
you start working on them
she
tickets.
is and prepared to be the president of the United States. There were nearly 10,000 people in this arena. The energy was simply amazing. It was representative of the state of Georgia. This is a very diverse state, one of the most diverse states in the country, and you saw people of all races here, and it was just an incredible gathering. And to think that we only had literally a day's notice as to where we would even be today. We got the notice, I believe, yesterday as to where the rally would actually be held. So I sense of excitement that we are going to take into November with this election. We were blue in 2020, taking 2 senators along with us, and that absolutely was not a fluke.
So, Michael, J.D. Vance also went after Harris earlier today, and the country would be a safe and liberal presidency.
She also wants to confiscate firearms from law-abiding American citizens. In other words, she wants to abolish your Second Amendment rights, even as she lets more and more dangerous criminals on the street. And we're not going to let her know whether it's twisted.
EA Sports coverage of the National Football League comes to you from Ford Field, downtown Detroit, Michigan.
It does seem like Trump is using contrast between your philosophical government style and that of your opponent and elected motivated
Anderson Cooper 360 is brought to you by Teva. Visit SoundsLikeTV.com.
So the doctor prescribed Austedo-XR, a once-daily extended-release TV treatment for the glasses. Austedo-XR significantly indicates TV needs. Some people saw a response as early as 2 weeks. With Austedo-XR, they can stay on to help them see TV.
Austedo-XR contains dependencies that are about to action. Pay close attention to your phone schedule, even antidepressant will sudden changes in mood, lazy, and feedback. Don't take if you have phone problems or taking yourself. Take it elevated for life. Austedo-XR may cause regular or fast stretching, or abnormal movements. Seek help for fever, stiff muscles, problems thinking, or sleeping. Other side effects include inflammation of the nose and throat,
And you complain about me.
Because you're farting in your sleep and they're fucking stupid.
Can't help it.
That's not good.
Here's some chips, bro.
Oh, your son.
But he gets running
I'm hurrying anyway.
Doesn't have a sense of looking fun at themselves.
I told Mom what I did. She said, "Oh my God."
Yeah, I was.
I told her it took me forever to get to the other side. I told her it usually takes me 2 seconds to swim to the rail, and then this time it took me forever. Usually I get there in 2 seconds. I can swim over there. I felt like it was a fucking 10 miles away. Come Dak Prescott. Stupid. Prescott threw the ball with 4 seconds left. Touchdown.
here's what you did in 2024. And like I said, you're doing this number like that. Yeah, they're not sure. I didn't see this. Well, we're staying high. We lost in 16, we lost in 20, the league is 1-4 half track. That's what you get. But that's what you guys, this is dangerous stuff. So what I say is, do the work. We're going to have no people on the ground. I just think from Bloomberg said, the sports got paid about $140,000. Hundreds and hundreds of it, $150,000. Signs all over the ground. Get out there. We vote at a higher rate than anybody else does. And I would make this. There are Republicans that are insulting Democrats for a higher vote rate. We vote in our elections this year. Republican election judge. But that's what it is. It's got something to offer. So I don't think it's different. But these are those candidates who need to be for the Minnesota. And we actually have to have this story. It seems like the told us around with this optimistic idea of going after Harris on overall saddle her with all the criticism of the administration. I'm not seeing she starts to do that. She push back to lay on that in her address. She put the alternative to the deal with the former president to bipartisan deal with Republicans and Senate not to follow through on and kill that deal. That seems to be what her response is going to be. Is that? And obviously, clearly she has a record of statements she made the last time she ran for president. Yeah, well, they're going to say it. They're going to say it. She's going to have to propose it. They're going to say I want to have a but you could do that with the right tools and the language in the bill that you did kill would have done that. The Border Patrol agents endorsed it. He's supposed to know what needs to be done. But he's not interested in solving the problem. Democrats need to lose his knowledge that we need to make clear. But our borders can work better. There's no reason sending asylum people always be a guy right for it. You shouldn't have to wait 7 years to have that. That's what we do. It made it 90 days. Either got it or they didn't move. And I think seeing a plan that's out there talking about it with the knowing that he's not going to do anything. He's going to talk about this law. I would say they want to hire $25 million investment in 30-foot ladder. That's not how you stop it. You stop it using our money. You stop it using the world. You stop it by having a legal system that allows for that position of allowing folks to find it just like that. He wants to demonize. Look, we produce most of the cookies in Thanksgiving.
15 to 8.
What's he going to do? He's going to take the out. And how is the economy going to do? My favorite for the Republican and Democrats don't want to demonize what everybody wants. So she's got a plan. So that means that the wasn't anyway. And Donald Trump will come out. He thrives on chaos. He thrives on this idea that's only him. But it's a multi-decision campaign. The reasons behind the original campaign to find Kamala Harris on both sides and two strategies.
Says 15 to 8. I can't take a hit to focus now because it's dead. I have to charge it. I can't even smoke it. I gotta go fill one up. It's a little tiny hit because I was.
And I don't think that's the American issue. The Americans are...
She had the incense out there at the window open, so I just smoked it out there.
Paris in the first 9 days because Democrats are excited. There's optimism. And that's the clear difference between these two candidates.
I think this will be a lot of things
That thing's charging, so I can't smoke it. That's why I went out.
marriage. Given all the controversy, actually, you see that Harris can present